This is what sets it apart, huh? Look at the rims. Look at the carbon ceramics. Beautiful. For every buyer of the GT3 RS, their cars are now valued at double the original buying price. Yes, it has doubled. Beautiful, huh? Check out this. It's actually a sticker, so it's lighter. On the usual Porsche, it's an actual badge, but on RS models, it's a sticker. So it's amazing. This is a 4-liter car that makes 500 horsepower, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 faster than a Nissan GT-R. That's very amazing for a rear-wheel drive car. Now, of course, Porsche has done a lot of work onto this car, especially building on from the already awesome GT3. The craziest thing about the GT3 RS is actually the way the engine responds, the immediacy of it, the lightness of it, and the way it revs actually dominates the entire experience. Now, what I usually do in reviews is that I will usually drive the car for a while, fully understand the car, have a general grasp of the entire car before I started, doing my walk around or recording. But in a GT3 RS, I couldn't be bothered. I wouldn't be able to do a good review because I'm just enjoying myself. So I decided to post it up, trim it up as best as I could, but nevertheless, this won't be the usual, the informative way of talking about it, because this car is just so amazing to drive. The sensation of the car is just beyond whatever that I've driven, except the 675 GT. For those who are not in the know, maybe I'll go through the specs really quickly. 4-liter boxer engine, naturally aspirated, and it makes 500 horsepower, 460 Newton meters of torque. It might not look like much, but this car is lightweight. Even though it's at 1.4, but the ability for it to put down power is amazing. And the gearbox, the transmission, is definitely the fastest in the business for now. For such a car with such a spec, to be able to pull a 3-second 0 to 100 time. Yes, the official figures are 3.3, but there are a lot of individual tests out there that manage to get 3 seconds at first try. Imagine what would they do, what would they be able to do if they really warm up the tires and all that. 2.9 might be possible. So this is the most extreme Porsche you can buy today. Before there was a rumored 700 horsepower GT2 coming, so we're not sure, but definitely Porsche is developing a crazier, madder Porsche 911 out there. So this is the best you can buy now, and this car is just extreme in every aspect, but totally livable. That's the amazing part of it. The steering is really tight, it's very, very precise. The suspension and all that is comfortable, as in for these sort of car, but it's totally livable day-to-day basis. And the gear ratios, everything is just perfect about this car. It's meant to deliver high performance. It is not a fun, rear swingy type of car, because if you're so lucky like me to be able to drive one, you will notice that this car just sticks to anything. The mechanical grip is crazy. The aerodynamic grip is crazy, of course awarded by that wing. So this is an all-out extreme car that you can live daily, except for the fact that there's a roll cage instead of rear seats, So yeah, this is the GT3 RS, and I enjoyed so much driving it. It's just crazy, and I'm lucky enough to be, not many people has driven a GT3 RS, and I'm lucky enough to be able to drive one.
Fantastic gear ratio, even on day-to-day, any gear, any speeds, it's very usable, and the suspension is rather comfortable. Okay, I would say, for this type of car. Totally livable, and and the steering is just sublime.